Hello everyone, welcome. Um, that is not this is not a joke. Welcome. You can ask interesting if you want. I can read and I can also answer. But the main thing that I'm doing is in English all the streaming. But if you have any problem or you don't understand any single thing, just you can ask in Spanish and I can just reply in Spanish. Si no entiendes inglés o alguna cosa no te queda clara, puedes preguntarme en español y te respondo en español. Pero si no, como la mayoría de la gente viene extranjeros, hablo en inglés. So, summarize what I was doing this week. I was just working on props. I was adding a lot of loads for all of them, so you can check the videos that I have in YouTube or the last videos on Twitch. I was just adding a few of them that I was just missing to improve a bit of the performance. Even in the future, I'm just planning to group all of them that they have the same shader and the same material, so it will be just reducing the draw calls I'm using. But at the moment I was just adding a few of them, and still I'm missing those tables and also this one, so the close is a bit more tedious. I need to do a few things more, so that's why I'm just leaving and not doing during the streamings. I was also doing during this week, I was working on religion. This is a new index that you have in the game, and also the hungry. And I was adding the user interface and all the code that you need to do to support this one. Even still not well balanced, but it's already working. So I was adding this cross, the wayside cross, when you can just pray here. So it's just giving the option to do this action also. And I was also working on this path, continuing from this area, because I'm planning to do a new area with more gameplay. So I was creating this path here, and adding also a few of them with few things. For example, here I was also adding this wayside cross, so giving you the option to be praying in some place in the map. So I was just continuing with the path this way, and I was arriving to this place that I was just doing yesterday, and I didn't do anything from the last stream yesterday in this area. I was just working just in other places, different areas of the game. So I was just keeping this one as it is, and I will be working today, continue working on this level design area, so maybe adding a few props and then painting and vegetation and things like that. So what I was missing yesterday, I will change the time of the day, because I think, yeah, so like this one could be easier, working here, yeah, something like that. Thank you for the host, thank you so much. By the way, I don't know your name. I try to remember all the names for all of you, but of course you are a lot of them, more than 100. But I think I don't know your name. So I'm continuing here, and what I was doing yesterday is I was moving a few things. So I see that, for example, the area that I was just creating is the terrain have been, painting not properly done. So I will just do a few of this. Painting here I'm missing. Oh, painting. Oops. That's a bit laggy. Okay. Yeah. 500 shader. Perfect. Thank you. So let's leave this one as it is at the moment, and I will just try to maybe add a few trees on the time that it's just compiling the shader. Because if I'm going to this one, I think it's not progressing at all. So that's why I need to be, yeah, that's progression, that's fine. So one thing that I want to do is just paint it properly here, because as you see it is not well done. And also adding a few trees maybe in this area. And of course we need to have a few things just in front here. So I don't know, think about what props that we have already. We can just add this area. And also this part, which is maybe it's more or less already done, but yeah, maybe just adding a few trees around. And I would like to add a few things also. For example, here could be, I don't know, nice place to be sitting down here. So yeah, maybe adding just bench this area. In that case we need to remove a few of the grass. But yeah, could be just, I don't know, something nice. I don't know, yeah, we'll see how it's going and what we do adding. Also the ideal plan for the future is, even being right now this is completely the other map at the moment, but just planning to increase the map on this area. So there is something that you can be walking. For example, you see here this path, and I'm planning to do also the path going on this way and then continue with the map. So this is something that you could be maybe walking from this part, so you are coming to this area from this point. So we need to take care about this also. This is too much. Yeah, to see how it looks from this part. So even it's not the path here yet, that should be something like could be, I don't know, looking nice. Maybe I will just add a few trees here or a few things in the future when we have more of the map, but that's why I was adding yesterday those trees to have something here. And I would like to introduce also maybe variation from this one, just creating a few different things. The main thing is that I have already lots here, so in that case I need to recreate them and then redoing them. There is only one. Yeah, could be because I want to create a new one with maybe just, I don't know, something a bit different, that you see that they are different from the last one, from the another one. And where is my cursor? This is yeah, the computer is being really laggy, so slow when it's just compiling shaders. So you can see, for example, the mouse is not moving well, and even for me it's laggy, so just trying to click in some place that is not there. Okay, since finished, so let's paint here. First we need to paint something smaller, much smaller. Will be maybe grass. Yeah, could be grass. And we should maybe increase a bit of the trail here. We can remove later the grass. And maybe also here, but in that case it needs to be wet. Okay, I'm checking about the... It's really bad. I don't like painting on streaming because it's really going really slow and laggy. That's fine. I'm going to remove this grass here. Grass and select. Oops. Not this. Not this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm painting again. Okay. Yeah, I want to add also small pebbles. But this part forgot about the size of this one, so I have this scroll bar all the time. Stop all those pebbles. Yes. And I need to be this one. And the mist just current level. We need to be quite close because the cool distance for this one is small, which is work very well, but just painting, if you are a bit far you cannot see what are you painting. So here is maybe the distance not enough. So painting a bit with some stones around. Even here. Oops. Is it selected? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's continue painting. Okay. And I will paint also all this way on the back side of this house. And we can put also some furniture inside already. Also this area. Okay, more or less that's fine. And now painting also this smooth wet here. And now we can add already a few props. For example, this one with some ground sticks, or I don't know, props, environment. This one I think is big, but I have a few variations. This is also bigger. What about this? That's also big. I thought that I have something smaller. We can just try this then. And we need also where is this? Oops, this one. A decal, so it will be just helping with the detail for that, not having much detail. Just something smaller. And we can try to find something which is wet. I don't know, maybe I have some of them. Decal mode. Yeah, maybe this one. I need to work also more variation on decals, because I have a few of them, but maybe not enough. But I don't see that. Okay, I will choose another one. What about this? Hello. Maybe just the what's happening here. The shader I'm missing. Like also clay. Yeah. Unreal Engine not responding. I'm afraid that it crashed as usual. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we are back. Or not? I don't know. That's not working and almost crashing everything. Okay, I will just leave this. Doesn't matter. It's just to have something not so clean for those good idea to save, I think. This is going really slow, everything. As you see. But I'm afraid that restarting the editor it takes like 20 minutes to restart. So I'm not doing that. But sorry for the delay. As you see, I cannot do much. Okay, let's continue. So next thing, we need to think about something here, because it's not so clean, of course. So you're maybe some, I don't know, place to sit here. This is the first thing. As usual, I will do interactive. So yeah, I have backups. I'm doing backups every single day. Of course, I have this auto save for every, I don't know, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. In case that something happened, you have at least those files that you can just retrieve. But yeah, the thing is, just for example, at that moment it's just crashing and not coming back. I'm just losing, let's say, 15 minutes of work, which is not a lot, but it's just tedious just if it's happening quite often. So for every single day I'm doing like a backup completely, full backup 100% all the files in different hard drive, just external USB, just in case, because also the laptop is not so old, but could be just breaking any single day. So I'm just also afraid to losing the computer and not just the hard drive or things like that. So in that case I'm just doing a copy every day USB, and also I have servers. I'm just doing their copies for the files, because yeah, I'm also afraid that I'm really losing a lot of things. And this week I have a problem with some layer not working, but was lucky that I have a copy for that and was just restoring and I didn't lose anything. Was really good. But yeah, afraid that at any time it can be not only the file that I'm doing, but just the computer. Asking too much to this small computer. So here we can sit. Okay. And we can try that. Let me check about the degrees, if it's just matching or not with thank you, wireframe. Yeah, that's matching with the orientation of the house, the same one. Okay, and we can add maybe a few boxes, yeah, things like that. One thing that we can do is this one for the water. Maybe here. So in this storage you can just store water. You have a bucket, so you can put there water and retrieve later for that. I can just show you later, just adding a few things and adding it. So I have a few things that are really interactive and working as they are. For example, this one also we can put here, and you can put, for example, seats here or any other thing that's supposed to be the guy living here is just working. It's easy to have here a few things like, for example, tools, things like that. So that's why I'm just keeping a few things like this. And we can just decorate. Good morning, you big puppy. So let's add just props without any gameplay there. For example, we can try boxes. And let's try something smaller. This one can be bigger. Yeah, I don't remember now about you. I mean, the last time you have been here. I know that you are maybe a follower for some time. I think I have seen yours. Yeah, a few times. That's working, doing well. Improving a lot about the game, creating a lot of level design and vegetation, things like that. Not much about the gameplay because I was also doing almost everything like 1 month ago. I didn't add more things, but a few things. Kinetre, thank you for the following. Is this your first time here and you have any question or you want to see any other part? Just let me know, or you can try also the links here to see more about the game and pictures, and you have also all the videos there with the last stream, or checking just on Twitch. But if you have any questions, just let me know. If you have problem with English, I could just also understand Spanish and Russian. Really? Yeah, it's just a long time ago then. Yeah, I was yeah, I think I didn't touch this Dying Night cycle, just maybe fixing a few things I have been problem sometimes, but not really working on it at all. So yeah, a long time ago then. So you can check more pictures just on Twitter you have there, and also on the web you can see more pictures. Maybe you didn't see the video that I was just creating, like kind of showcase video walkthrough. You can just check on YouTube, and you can see the wall level I did maybe 1 month ago or something like that. Yeah, yeah, probably things like that a few months ago. Yeah, I agree. And we can just try to add a few more things. For example, here. Where do I have this hanging clothes? But I have empty hanging clothes. Oh, no worries, no worries. I was also kind of resting for 2 weeks for the streaming, because I was streaming every single day, and I was resting for 2 weeks because I was just moving to. This is too big. I was moving the version from 4.17 to 4.18, and I have a few problems. And also, at the time that I was doing this video, the sequencer was not working well in the last version, so I was just moving. And after that, I need to fix a few things, and well, it was taking a few time, so I didn't stream for maybe a couple of weeks. But I was just starting again, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and just continue with this one. So I was just doing most of the time. I was just doing after the release this technical demo that I was doing like 2 months ago maybe. I was working more or less on the level, I mean level design, creating a lot of vegetation, working also on performance for the vegetation and flowers, yeah, and creating a few new areas, adding more props like a table, chairs and things like that for just more variation. I was creating also the charts. I think during the last time maybe you didn't see the charts. I did completely on streamings, so all the modeling, all the gameplay, everything that I was doing, and also all this area all around, and the chart is completely full. It's not finished, I mean, but you see that it's completely done here. So you have also the on the roof, you have a few doors here, you have all the benches, the floor is not finished, and also this table needs to finish, and also the paintings on the walls are not done yet. But I was also working here on illumination here inside. As you see, for example, if I do like 8 in the morning, but you have this volumetric fog here, so there's also illumination for the church. That is working if you are going inside or outside. It's just working automatically. So you have this light which is going according to the lifetime of the day, so it's just working, and this is actually saying working for the whole day. Oops, so that's also working here for the illumination. And you have full chart as usual. All the buildings are done, so you can just even walk here. You have here the tower that you can walk of the tower, and you have even the bell, which is just playing 2 times a day, and you have sounds, 3D sounds you can listen from the town. So let me just show you. Should be just working. Yeah, this is the light rays for illumination. So I'm just changing about the volumetric fog and all those light rays and everything like that. So kind of different illumination if you are inside of the chart or you are outside. And also I have gameplay, so the NPCs are coming for the mass 2 times a day, and they are just being sitting down there and everything like that. So you have the doors, everything is working. I mean, not finished, but the floors that need to be a bit different, but I mean the doors are working, and you have all the doors working, and you can just walk to the. Let me see if I can just play on full screen. If I can do that, full screen here, because sometimes it's so slow during streaming that it's hard to just play, having not much frames. As you see, yeah, it's just not a lot of frames during streaming for full screen. But anyway, you can just walk to the top. You have even windows here, and you can just go to the top of the tower. As usual, by default you have everything closed, so I mean the doors are closed and you can only go there during the match, or maybe in the future if you are doing some gameplay and just advancing on the story, you can just go there inside. But yeah, I will just move the time, oops, to be, I don't know, something like I don't remember, I think it's like 8 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon, I don't remember well. So you have here all the doors as usual, doors, windows, things like that. But if I'm just passing, I will be passing the time faster for just for testing. So it should be just working. Time is passing until 4. I think it's 4 p.m. Exactly. So you have the bell, you see it just playing. And well, if you are using headphones, you can see that this sound is a 3D sound. So you see, or have feeling like right now, and this is left now. And I was just checking that this sound is working on all the town. So if you go far, you can see, but not much. You have also this new indicator that it says hungry, as you see. Hola Robert, hello Director 2, and things like that. Well, zombies are almost done, planning to do that, but still there are a few things, not more important of course, but still a few things that I need to just figure out or just finish before I'm just adding them. Yeah. So yeah, the mess is being 8 in the morning and 4 p.m. I think it's just configure this one, so it's not a big problem. Well, for people asking for the grapes, I have good news for you. No worries about this. Let's play. So don't be afraid about this. So in case that you want here, you have also grapes. No worries. You can sit here and just wait. So you have also grapes. That's a small town, so you are not planning to have big cemetery. Yeah, you have also grapes in the chart. Not bad, eh? Yeah, zombies definitely. Because it's the main idea, everybody likes zombies. So, I agree, completely agree. And I'm not sure about a few more things about grass, and a few things about the market. I have also NPCs that are women already. I have problem with the animations that are broken for evil and things like that, so you see that this is something strange. But yeah, at least you have also women on NPCs, which is working exactly the same as usual. They have dialogues and everything like that. I was also working maybe in this area, creating a few more things, adding props, painting the terrain, I don't know, a few things like that. Or the user interface I was creating, so you see I didn't play that. You have here your hands with things that you can just use for change them. So go to the inventory and you can do things like that. So you can put here and you can just plant, farm and everything like that. And also you can eat things. The only problem is I'm missing still the icon. Need to change the icon, but you can eat something and then, for example, this onion bread and this hunger is increasing. So if I'm eating, you see that's increasing. So there are a few things like that that are working. For example, if I'm going here for this area, you can just pray here. In that case, you can see the index for the religion that's increasing, and this is the one that you have here. So that's the one working, as you see. So all the mechanics are working also, and working exactly the same, like tiredness, hungry, and religion. All of them are exactly the same. I was doing a few stupid things like the water. What's happening if you are walking the water? You have different sounds. And not only you can just go down completely. And different stupid things like that. So So yeah, a lot of new things, new mechanics, or maybe they use the interface. I was also adding a lot of sounds for them. Yeah, so I hope that you are seeing all of them, all the things that I have. You see also, for example, women that are walking. They have animation for walking. I'm not sure that I was just adding a few things. Most of the rest of the things are just improving, for example, the distance for stones, adding a few pebbles in some places, adding also the furniture inside of some of the houses that I was just missing, because some of them they have already, but others are being missing, and yeah, I was just completing all of them. So yeah, a few sounds also, creating things like that, you know, just props that are being nicer, all the terrain, the icons, all of them are being really long. Oops. Hey, what are you doing? So yeah, more or less that's all. I'm still missing the zombies, of course, but a lot of stupid things or small things that I have been doing. I'm also planning to increase the map in the future. Oh, here, I was just planning here to play and see how it works, those things that are interactive. So in the case that, for example, this one is interactive, means that you can just open this one, which is empty, of course, but we can put a few things. For example, we can try to put, I don't know, some items like items that I can just put here, and I will just create maybe, I don't know, good. We can put here 2 of them, and for example, seed. We can add seed onion 3, for example. Hello. Oops. More or less it's working well at the moment. Unreal Engine not crashing. I can play. So yeah. So it's just opening. You can see here that you have ready. And for example, for that case, you can just take water. You have bucket. For that, I will do it just using bucket here. So I can just fill at the moment and drop. See, so just taking, for example, no here, not in the river, but you can take in the well. And this is something that's completely broken, I think. Empty bucket, and then just fill, and you have full bucket here, and then drop and fill. So you can just put here, let's say you can put water and pick up water, and just you don't need to go, for example, for the, in that case the river is not working, but you have also the well where you can just pick up water. So there's something, another few mechanics for that. At the moment you don't need to drink, so I mean thirst is not something in the game, but you need water if you are just planning, for example, crafting, or you want to do what's this, bread or dog bread and things like that. You need water, so it is something that you need to be able to pick up, and that's why you have this bucket and you can have on your hand. So there's something like default capacity already, so you have here a few things like that. So most of the things are, as say, for example, interactive. You can just sit here, you can just pick up things here or store them, you can take water, you can work here in this farm. In this case it's not the player, so you will have this one. Well, I hope that probably if you are walking, this is one of the mechanics that I think is working in the demo, but makes no sense because there's nothing to do with them, but I think you can. So for example, here you want to farm on them, you know, on those plants, but in that case it will say like this is not yours, so you need to find the owner and agree to help him, and after that you can just gather some resource. In that case it's onion, as you see there. So it's something that you can work on then, in case that, for example, this is mine. So I will just, what I'm doing is just saying this home garden is owned by player. So at this time should be able to be playing on that. So being able to work here, so I could just plant a new ones which just free-form, so you can plant at any place, you know. And I could just plant here, as you see this small one, and I can even farm this time. So you see that this is just growing, and you can just work in farming on your farms in case that this is yours. Initially you don't have, so this is something that you need to be even buying or helping others or just buying house, things like that. But the mechanics there, and it is working also. And yeah, I'm trying to put a lot of things that are interactive, so you can just, I don't know, do a few things and not feeling like everything is just a decoration round. So another thing that I want to add here is let me see what could be good to have or what to do. I would like to have this one, which is so big. I mean, there's a few places for clothes, so I want to have this one, or just I have another version which is empty. But the thing is, where is the right place for that? Because I cannot find in this small area for this house, I cannot find the right place to add this. Maybe here. And also I don't know where is the one that they have which is empty. This props, maybe environment. I cannot find it. It's just strange. Hang. Okay, hanging clothes here, which is just empty, but it's just adding some decoration here. The thing is, maybe it's too much because that's big. Maybe I should just create a new one, a smaller one that I can use in small parts like that. So at the moment I will not use this one, but I would like to have this. Of course, this is something that you are expecting to be or to have in this small area. So this is something that I will remove, but I will add later. Maybe we'll create something that I can put in this area. Okay. If you find something or you would like to add a few things, or just let me know. We will just try to add a few things all together. And the next thing is just trying to put trees in this small area, and I will just hide this just for the streaming, so it's easy to work without this. Trees, this one, no purples. I think this is the only one, so single stay. I'm not sure how big should be in this area. If we are just adding maybe 3 small or 1 big, which is too big. Maybe the scale that I have for them is too big. That is 5 is too much, so maybe 2 of them. And then try to add, yeah, that's nicer. Or maybe that's enough. The trees are not nice at all, but anyway, will be nicer in the future. Robert, directo de 2, ¿te lo bajaste o no? ¿Conseguiste bajarlo? I don't like this. Just in front, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I think I will just replace this with a new one. So I will just put here one, much smaller, perfect. And now I select the last one, which is this, and remove. Yes, so that's nicer. Oh, genial. Pero ya te digo, ya te lo dije que hay muchas cosas que no están, ¿eh? Todo esto que estás viendo aquí, todo este mapa, toda esta parte no está, por ejemplo. Pero la iglesia sí está, cementerio, toda esa parte sí está, ¿eh? Eso sí lo Eso sí, pero hay muchas partes que no verás que hay mucho de la impresora, qué buen trabajo ahí. No hay papel. Siempre bien. Доброго дня, вас. The idea for the trees is just covering a bit with some areas not being completely plain or empty, but they have bad performance and I'm just trying to put not much. Una impresora 3D podrías imprimir zombies. No veas bicomanía, que eso dan muchas ideas. Okay. What more can we just add to this small area? We have a lot of props, a lot of things. So maybe here, I don't know. The grass is a bit strange. Grass. Grass. No. Painting. Single current level. Okay. True. The only problem about the bucket is something that you can pick up, but in that case will be just not possible to pick up this. Карта не делает. Так сначала у тебя нет карты. Особенно это очень маленький, все так гуляешь вокруг. И нет, карта начала не дает. Может быть, если ты просто так гуляешь вокруг, может быть, так и дает. Карта, что столько, где ты уже гуляли, что там воспоминаешь, что есть. Да? А про зима и так далее нет, это слишком работа, просто как есть, если я делаю, например, зима или дождь, так далее, мне надо делать все модель новый, все поменять, понимаешь, так реально слишком много работы, что вообще это просто графика ничего, это не делаешь ничего, это, понимаешь, смешно или нет, или весело, никак, просто тебе надо делать все 2 раза больше, а игра одинаково, поэтому нет, зима не будет, так все как есть, и все. Прямо сейчас, типа, весна, не знаю, марта, например. И все. Я так думаю, что идея у меня по идее есть это типа Солландия, Англия по время 13 века. И типа марта как. He was just asking if I'm planning to do map. So I said this is not. I'm not planning to do a map or just giving any mini-map on screen, this is not, or giving a map to just walk around, this is not. So I'm not planning to do mini-map or a map or things like that. Even not any paper or giving you an option or the user interface, things like that. So the map is quite small, so you just walk from town to town and there is not much to do. I mean, it's not huge and that's fine, so I'm not planning to do. Even in case that I'm doing maybe in the future, the only thing that I'm doing is just giving you the option maybe with a map that you can see where you have been already, you know, things like that, but not like a map for everything. But just this is not so big, so I think it's good for the player just discover this one. I understand that for any of you just coming here for the streaming, you have seen completely everything in the map, you know, so it's not a surprise to find place like that. Or for example, you have been here, you have seen everything. For example, right now you have seen the chart inside, even when you initially you cannot go there and you need to do maybe a mission or things like that just to opening a few doors. But the idea is that, well, you have seen everything, but maybe for the player it could be good, you know, to try to arrive to place where has not been yet, or maybe opening a few buildings or places like that, you know. So for you makes not much sense because you have seen everything, but the new people, they need to discover, and this is like a empty kind of open world, because in fact you can go to any place and all the buildings are having interior, so everything that you be in the map or you see here, it's a real one, and you can go to any building, anything. So it's kind of open world. I mean, there's no limitation about the place that you need to go there. So you can go walking around, you can go here to this small forest, you can go just in front, you can cross the river, you can go to any house. So this is kind of open world, even not being so big like 100 kilometers. But I mean, it's open world, you can go any place that you want to go. So that's why giving a map is just reducing a lot the place where to go, what to do, what to find, you know. So it's, I think that I will not giving any map, so you are just free to walk all around and try to find all the places that you have in the map or what is there, just to explore. It's not so bad. I know that there are some people that they want to have everything on the map, and also you want to have some indication with different color the place that you need to go, and if it's good, could be even the number. So first go to this point, and the second one, and then the third one. There are a lot of games like that. This is not mine. So here you need to think about what to do, what the next, or things like that, you know. So there's no indication for the next thing. If they say like, hey, you need to buy a bucket, it's not giving you go to this one for the coins and do there and go to the market. So walk around, you see there is a market. That's you are not so stupid, you will try to buy something in the market, for example, or just selling things. So a few things like that. Just being normal game, realistic, and all the things are happening in real life, you know, things like that. And he was also asking about if I'm planning to do, for example, winter map or things like that. I'm not planning to do, for example, rain, snow, or things like that, because it's really a lot of work, much work, and I'm alone. I'm trying to finish this live, so this is just increasing a lot, and it's just a graphical different something, because you don't have any different gameplay, or at least not planning to do completely different gameplay. And also the time is passing, the real time is passing, and you are passing days. So in case that you are in winter or in spring or things like that, you need to pass like 300 days. I don't think that you are being planning to play this game for 300 days. That's the real one, you know, the real time. So also the story is not so long. So even the time is passing and real passing, and you need to sleep and things like that. I don't think that this is just a no end in this game kind of survival, never ending, you know. Я уже работал на этом 10-11, может быть 12 месяцев я уже работал, ну просто всего год. Но просто то, что начинал делать эта игра и тоже учить вместе. Поэтому так не только делать, а во время тоже изучаю это Unreal Engine Plus, так и делаю эта игра. И когда делаю все, поэтому так медленно, что есть миллион, невозможно. Поэтому я не думаю, что делать это, например, режима и так далее. Also, some people was asking about creating, for example, horses and things like that, which is almost impossible for being alone. I cannot model a horse and then rig and then animating and then all the animation to go up and down from the horse, things like that. So just trying to keep something simple. You are walking, you can run, you know, and that's all. So planning to be, for example, from this point to that point, it's like 100 meters. So really, it's not taking like minutes and minutes just walking completely empty map. So just something not so far. But the thing is, going from point to point, or for example, going from one town to another town, you need to have kind of penalty. I mean, you cannot just run and flying from point to point. So it's like, okay, what's the penalty? Well, you need to walk maybe for 5 minutes, you know. And if you are arriving here, you do the thing that you are planning to do in this gameplay area. But if you want to go back, you need to spend the game, for example, 3 minutes or 5 minutes or things like that. Just kind of penalty not to do everything all together. Of course, not stupid things like first step here, second step is 100 kilometers far, and then third step here, fourth step. Just being doing longer gameplay with no sense, just to make something different the distance, but not like that. So just, for example, if you are just doing something in the town and you want to go to another town, well, it needs to have kind of penalty to move there, and the thing is just walking. So let's say, for example, we are here, okay, and we want to go, let's say, to the town. You can just count how many times you're running, It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, 12, 15. Okay, 20 seconds to arrive at this point, which is really not a lot. Not like a really boring going from point to point. But also like that, if you are going here, you have also, for example, here the bakehouse, which has also gameplay, or you have here one house that has also gameplay. So it's not like completely empty map doing kilometers, just forest, So you have gameplay all around. You have the houses here, you have farms, you have NPCs, you have here the market, you have the church, you have benches where you can just sit and rest. You have, for example, this is the water mill, but you have also crafting here. You have this platform that I'm planning to do fishing, for example, here. Even you can just sit already, but what should be? Is it not? Okay, fine. But should be having also fishing. You have here, for example, for religion, as you have seen already. You have a storehouse here. You have more NPCs. You have another house here that they could have also gameplay. So you have gameplay every 30 seconds if you are just walking or running. That's not really so huge map and so boring going from point to point. And the idea is just in front of this one. So this is another house that you have here, and you have also NPCs here. So this is the path that will be continue here. That's not done at the moment, but just going to this area. This is why I didn't create here just anything. But this is the area for the manor house where you have also gameplay, and you will have here some areas, pasture or just farms, communal farm for this one. And then you are going to this way, you will have also another place here for some gameplay or some mechanics that you can apply. I need to put also my blacksmith, that's also missing. And as you see here just in front, you are also in this area again, so it's like all around you have most of the map you have gameplay to do, so it's not so boring walking, running, crossing forest or things like that. So you have more or less gameplay all around the map. So that's why I'm just giving the option that walk around as you want, do what you want, kind of open world, being small, but I mean not so boring, or I'm trying to do that. And also for the gameplay there are a lot of things that you can do. For example, here you see you can be farming, but you have, I don't know, like 10 or 12 farms all around the map, so you don't need to be at this point all day. So you can go there, you can do a few more things like that. You can just sit here and rest. You can take water, you can take something from the storage. You have here, for example, the scrolls for playing. You have another one there. You have also another one here, which are just passing, but you have also here another one that you can use for prey. So you have few things. Everything is kind of duplicated, You have farms here they can work. You can see one farm here. You have a couple of them here. You have another one here. One more. Or you can even go to this area of the map, and you have also farms here. Here another one, a small one. You have here another one. Oops. And you have also this part. You have farm, a few more things. So you have everything is almost kind of duplicated, and you don't really need to be at this point, but you can do just this mechanics of action exactly the same. You have also here, for example, another market that you have, and a few things more, like for example storage. About the resource, you can pick up resource from this area like wood or stone here, and almost everything in the map is placed for storage resource. So you can pick up resource here, but also here in this forest, or just another part of the forest. So everything is almost kind of duplicated, and you don't really need to do step by step to continue the mission, or just doing things like that. So let's say, for example, one of the mission is you need to buy a tool. Okay, for that tool what you need is just being to the market and buy this one, or maybe you could just craft by yourself. You have few items that you can already craft. If not, you need to, for example, obtain some money, but for this money you can work on farms, you can sell things, you can, for example, gather resources like wood or stone and sell them, so you obtain some money. You can sell maybe other tools that you have, a few things like that. So you have like a few mechanics that you can combine as you want, and it's not only one single way or path to make the missions. I mean, okay, you need to buy a tool. This is one step that you need to do, but for achieve this one, there are a lot of options variation. It's up to you what you like more time spending fishing, or more time gathering resources from the forest, or more time crafting, or more time working on farms. But this is not different. I mean, in the end, this is exactly the same that you are just achieving. So I'm trying not to do so single gameplay that is just from point 1 to point 2, or for example things like that, like you have a map here, you need to go to this area and then this map, and then no, it's not like that. So you have a few towns, go there, go back, I don't know, take resource, everything like that, you know. If you are just walking and right to another town and it's already night, I will give the option to be sleeping there for, I don't know, some way. Or for example, this one about religion, or maybe it's also a market, so you can buy or sell food in case that you need, and things like that, you know, or just fishing. Really, everything duplicated. You're not really afraid like being here or just doing one thing and another one. Even if you are, for example, checking on internet, let's say in the future people is playing this game, it's not like a check how you need to do to achieve everything. Okay, they are just playing one way, maybe another guy is just playing in another way. Not all of them are just progressing on the game, because of course the story is the same for all of them. But how to achieve this one is not so critical. I mean, there are not so small steps or sub steps, or for example kind of side missions. You don't have any side missions, you can just do as you want, you know. That's the way that it's not so, well, not trying to do so complex, but not trying to do one single line. So just you have a lot of resources on the map, do as you want, whatever you want. And also the most important is play as your pace. I mean, you don't need to run, nothing is finishing or happening, as I say, not planning at the moment that you are dying. So you are not dying, you are just playing. Supposed to be you are coming to this game after your job, and you was just, you know, rest and enjoying a bit, and you know, enjoy this game, not being stressful, or that you are just dying, or this permadeath or things like that, you know. Just don't worry about this, just play a bit, save your progress, and then come tomorrow again just to walk around or do a few things, you know. That's all. Not really being stressful, like the time is passing, you are starving, you cannot find food or things like that. Not like that. Say you are just sitting here resting, and you see also this tiredness is just recovering. It is better adjusted this index comparing with the rest of the indices that are completely broken, not balanced. And you see the time is passing, you can check around, you see that the sound is going. Okay, the bell is playing. You are also hungry coming from this one. If you are just going to be night, should be also the sound being changing. So that's night. If we have a torch that we will have in the future, of course, not initially, but okay, you have a torch, and you can walk also. It's dark, but not enough. I mean, you can even walk during night a bit, but of course having a torch is much better, so you can just walking, watching things like that. So you can play the whole day and night, and everything. It's just up to you. Take your time and things like that. For example, during night, it's not possible to work. I will just say that. So there are kind of penalties for the game. For example, if you are farming and say it's too dark to work now. No? Okay, so there are kind of penalties for being so tired, or I don't know, if you are so tired you cannot run, or things like that. So there are kind of penalties that you are losing things, but it's not being stressful. So you have the whole day to work, day and night, and everything that you need. Just, you know, take your time. Take your time. It's not really critical for anything, or yeah, that's because it's just story, and this is the main idea. So I'm not spending time, for example, combat, um, uh, the artificial intelligence for the enemies or things like that. You know, no creature, no spells, nothing like that. So the main idea for the game is just, you know, enjoy, take your time, uh, do at your pace, walk as much as you want. Just start the game, jump here, you know, and that's another place. But it's kind of okay. This is game start, and then you're doing like that. Okay. play here, that's all, and say, okay, you have a mission, you have a story to follow. You come here and that's all, and say, okay, your first mission is find a place to stay. Okay, I will go on this way, let's see what's happening. That's all. So, well, you have kind of story explaining what are you doing then and what you need to do or achieve. But this kind of stuff, so you don't have, and this is completely free. You can go this direction, this one, this one, this one. It's not blocking. You need to follow this small path. No, not like that. It's completely open world, free, any direction that you want to walk. Everything. And I want a game like that. Not stressful at all. You are not dying. Don't worry about the time. That's all. Walk around as you want. Go to this town, go to another town, talk with people, don't talk with them. Do any of the mechanics that you have available, that one that you like. That's all. So it's not that's the main idea, not a stressful game. I'm trying to enjoy and rest after my day of work. I'm not trying to be stressful, permadeath, losing my level, people is killing me, riding me, or things like that. You know, so not like that. So that's the main idea for the game. There are people maybe like them. There are other people that don't like. Not a problem. I don't like all the games also, so that's not a problem at all. Delete this. By the way, I don't have music. Do I have more? Not here. No. Of course, I don't know everything about the game. I mean, it will be being created or progressing during the time that you are creating the game. It's fine. Not all the details, but the main idea how the game should be. That's clear. Нет, не буду. Карта не делаю. Нет, не буду. Меня не будет. Я все объяснил, что карта уже маленькая и просто гулять все свободно, гулять все вокруг, что хотели. На мой YouTube канал, конечно, нет, потому что не был и не будет. Просто так. А если ты хочешь сделать типа на Unreal Engine, а просто никак, это не про эту игру, а просто по Unreal Engine, ты говоришь, что не по этой игре. Я не буду на этой игре, но если ты хочешь сделать на Unreal Engine, что тебе надо, есть, здесь есть User Interface, для этого тебе надо widget. Упс, подожди, здесь делаешь widget. Например, у меня есть, давай такой здесь, где у меня widget. Content. Упс. Widget. Но вот widget. Widget это будет типа HUD, который у тебя на экран. Понятно? Вот так делаю. Например, у меня меню. Хорошо, я здесь смотрю, как меню есть. Если откроется. Окей. У меня все здесь есть. Все, что у тебя, все тебе надо. А потом у тебя есть, конечно, код, который тоже сделает много это функций, которые так, как это работает, как сделать, как набить, удалить, видно, не видно, все так далее. Все, что тебе надо, так и делаешь. Что тебе надо? А карта, хорошо, ты делаешь здесь маленькая карта, например, которая будет на экране все время. И что там поставить? Фотографии. Какая фотография? Фотографии, которые ты уже сделал на твой карте. А как это поменять, когда гуляешь? Ну, просто так. Смотри, где ты на карте. Просто где там get actor location. Вот и будешь так это поменять карта, где ты прямо сейчас. А потом там точка, не точка, ты делаешь как хочешь. Поэтому так это вообще не трудно. И думаю, по интернету есть уже это как. Как сделать что? Как сделать это зум? Что зум? Звук хочешь или что? Не понимаю вопрос. Trees. Small trees. single place. Точно, я не понимаю, что на widget, что тебе надо? Zoom, звук, музыка. Не знаю, когда ты делаешь, когда ты нажимаешь или что. Не очень понимаю, что тебе надо. Например, я буду делать, когда я здесь нажимаю на эту кнопку, например. Клик, клик, например, да? Это, например, тебе надо или что? Когда ты нажимаешь на этом, вот. Как делать поближе? Ну, просто как... зум, ты хочешь это зум на английском, понятно. Во-во. Например, тебе надо так как место, тебе надо так поменять. Хорошо, вот здесь у тебя есть input и маус. Видишь, как здесь маус? Видишь? Маус. Mouse wheel. Вот. Это типа функции, после этого делай что хочешь. Делай карта побольше, поменьше, фотографии больше, как хочешь. Mouse about down, double click. Все так. Все просто. Если это просто хочется и это надо, просто так. Окей. Просто все это контроль так есть. Есть миска и тоже есть такой-то input, если тебе надо. Здесь input, который тоже видишь здесь override. И on touch, потому что может быть у тебя эта игра на планшете, не знаю. Mouse wheel, mouse move и все это, например, on key, key char, focus drop и так далее. Например, я здесь делаю on key down, ну вот и там бывает. Я делаю key, который у меня, если escape делаю что-нибудь, если left control, так делаю такое, что не важно, что делаю. On key up, если это left click, тоже так и делаю. А mouse button down, который это клик, понятно. Вот mouse, right mouse button и делаешь что такое, просто код. Ты делаешь что хочешь, на этом типа контроль тебе дают, какой-то контроль. Ты знаешь, где это нажимали, где нет. Вот и можно так узнать. После этого, конечно, делаешь что хочешь, не знаю, что ты придумал, хотел. Ай, мне кажется, что... Окей. Hey, Sangindev, welcome. Didn't see you for a few days. Пожалуйста. Просто так, попробуй, если тебе проблема, приезжаешь раз и спроси. Если нет, давай смотри на YouTube, у меня несколько какая-то видеоканал, возможно, сделать user интерфейс, я не помню когда. Можно так и смотри, не знаю какое видео, и смотри user интерфейс, и там все сделано, например, это есть звук, и нажимаешь, и иконки, и все так и делать, да. I understand because usually I'm also doing it later, because since that it's being more popular, people enjoy more being here, because I was just doing, as you know, a bit before, and at this time I'm completely alone, and then a lot of people is coming and being on the streaming, and it's hard for me to leave at this time, so I'm just moving a bit the streaming for 1 hour. In that case, it's even 1 hour later for you, which is probably too much. Yeah. Do you have an interview today already? That's great. Did you finish all your cover letters? Okay, do that faster. So I hope that you are lucky and start working already, earning some money, and maybe you can just buy a few things. Yeah, well, it is never ending, you know. Looking for a job is a full-time job. Okay. And I will just put a few flowers here. Oops. I do this LinkedIn. It's easy to send them and also keep updated. But of course, I have also a PDF because some of the places you need to fill the form and send in them. But yeah, I try to keep this one kind of online, and that's all. Mm. Mm. I'm planning to add a few flowers, but which one? Maybe this one and this one. Not single instance. Car level. I like to put some areas with all the same flowers, so seems like they are just growing all together with the same type. I like this. That's why I have already 200 of them. Just not to have so boring grass all the time. Even I need to create a few debris that I don't have yet, and I'm planning to do, but maybe I will do out of the camera, or this guy Hey 42 human is also planning to check about the flowers and things like that, so maybe I will do again on streaming, but I did already a few times, so maybe it's just boring to see all the time the same thing. But if not, I will just do again, no problem. I think it's enough of this. Let's walk. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that we have already, well, I have already, the icons have been accepted already, so I have the icons, and the people is just subscribing. They will have, this is the first tier, this is second tier, let me show you, and this is the third tier already, or for the higher one. So at the moment I'm afraid I'm the only one that I can use this, but at least you can see the icons. If you have any idea or you don't like some of them, just let me know. But I was just choosing them. This one, the first one, is the icon for the application, and you can see also in the logo. So this is more or less the symbol of the game. And you can see, for example, this icon on the Twitter profile. You can see this as the icon. The second one variation is something, let's say, kind of nicer for the first tier. And the third one is so small because I have only 28 pixels, so it's not a big one. But this one is the one coming from the logo. Let me show you here. As you see, this is the small one that you have inside of the. Well, I have this one. Yeah, exactly. I have this, so I can just show here. So this is the one coming from this from the name of the game, Dawn Sport. So you have here this symbol. And this is actually the third one, the symbol that you see in the third icon. I thought that this is something representative of the game, so I was just creating those three icons. We can change at any time, but in that case we are just losing for a few days the icons. But that's what we have right now. So you can see those icons like being representative of the game. I think we have enough flowers. I was thinking even to create a small path close to the river going that way, connecting also with the big one, with the big one here, with this one. Just starting from this point, just going this way, close to the river. Really small one for this part. Let me check what the time for the streaming. Oh, this is only 1 hour, so yeah, we can try to do something really fast. Let me see how it goes. I will just delete them. So for that we need to check is the grass and all the flowers to remove everything. from this small area just in case. Here and here. And I will also do something really small. So let's say coming from this point. Yeah, that's the main problem. That maybe it's hard to do something really small. Anyway, I will just try to do that. The thing is being closer, you can see that there's more things selected. Just being far, also the loads are just changing. So yeah, that's going more or less well. And this is just driving to this point. So maybe something like that, and then delete. And the next thing is just painting. Oops, seems to me that there are some parts here that need to be selected also. It's not clear enough. Yeah, the thing is so small brush that it's not selecting all the things all around, but I don't want to select a lot of them also. So that's why I'm trying to use something small, but not much. We'll see walking if it is going well or not. So paint. Now the thing is painting. Is this smooth or there? I will try this smooth, and also yeah, fine. So we can try to create small one here. Let me change also the time of the day because we cannot see anything. Maybe coming at 12 should be the light. Well, not helping a lot. I will remove the trees just visually. Yeah, that's helping. And then painting this small one here. Okay. I completely lost this. The path. Well, I see here something, but being honest, not much. I think we need to repaint. Start baking. Okay. I cannot see at all what I was just doing. Oh, maybe here. Yeah, I think we need to remove a lot of them just to create a path. Otherwise, just the grass around is just covering anyway. So yeah, we need to delete a lot of them, and I don't think that we can create so small path. I was just thinking. Yeah, let's delete something bigger then. Oops. Not painting, sorry. Just something like that. We can paint later closer to the path again. So let's just delete something bigger, at least to give the option to paint. Okay, and now painting. Okay, thank you for coming. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow at the same time, I hope. If you have any problem with the grass, just let me know. I can do during the streaming again if you, I don't know, if you didn't figure out all the things. Okay. I think the best way to see how the path is going is playing the game. and then grass here, and okay. I need to put also pebbles for the small path. That's fine, you have some grass. Maybe it's too big. That's fine. This area is big. I need to put more vegetation here around the tree. And also here in the end. Oh, yeah, it's a bit late. I understand that just starting the streaming too late is a bit late for you. But yeah, have rest and good luck tomorrow with the, well, tomorrow in the morning is 8 hours for you. So good luck with the interview, how to reach this job. And if you have, just come here and let me know. I will be happy to hear that you have already found this job. Good luck. Thank you for coming. All this grass here. Jesus! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You are of course the leader here. No worries. Thank you. Grass here. Delete. A bit of this and also a bit here. Delete. And we need to add here a few grass, so current level, yes. Okay, we can put 3 flowers. This area. And the next thing that we need to do is creating those pebbles for the terrain. So this is something that we need to unselect again everything. I really hate this, that every time that I just change the vegetation that I want to use, I need to select and unselect everything. Because I cannot, of course, I cannot group them on one single vegetation or things like that. So pebbles here. More pebbles. Even we cannot see because the cool distance is so far, it's just painting. So I'm just painting, even I cannot see them. I will just keep painting. Here. And again here. And we can add also small stone, not so big, but small ones that I have from other parts of the map. Not so big like this one in the river, but small ones. So okay. And the last thing that I do is just adding those small, this is a small rock. Need to be in this level and also at single instance because it's just creating something, yeah, something like that. So we can add a few of them on the trail. And even a big one on close to the tree maybe. All those stones have also loads and cool distance, so just removing from some distance, so don't worry about putting a lot of them. It's not critical about performance at all. Okay, so I think the path is done. let's save just in case we are losing everything. I want to walk this path. Okay, let's play. And since also the time of the day is not so nice at 12, let's try. Usually I play at 10. Yeah, we can add a bit dirt because it's not so dirty. Yeah, it's not dirt at all. Okay, and now I'm just changing the time of the day, so I will just say for example 900 here. This is just for testing. The player cannot change the time of the day, and this is only passing or playing, that the time is just passing. Can be faster, as you know, if you are just sitting or sleeping or farming, things like that, not being so boring, but you cannot choose which one, which time of the day are having. The thing is I have just for testing in my interface, but this is not something that you have as player, so you have no control about the time. And for example here you see that the time was divided on 8 parts of the day. You have here the name of them, so this noon, vespers and things like that, but you don't know exactly the time, because at this time you don't have hours and minutes in the 13th century, so you have things like that kind of approximation, so you don't need to also be worried about the minutes there, things like that. I want to paint a bit of dirt in the path, and for that I'm using this, so I will just put something dirt. Not having everything the same color. Oops, baking. Okay. Lagging. Let's check again. I will just change, for example, something like really in the morning, early in the morning 8. This is too foggy, so you will not see much. Or something really in the evening with not much light. Yeah, the stones are just messing in the middle, which is good. Good idea, they're just messing, and you cannot just take path completely straight. From this point you cannot see much, so maybe we need to delete this small grass here, which is too much when the path is starting. So here, and yeah, the pool now is grass. And this is not single instance, so this path and this one also. That's the one that we just planted. Okay. So slow, just saving. Okay. So let's say the path is stone, and we have a few more things here to arrive to this point, and you have the path on the top. We have already a few trees here. I think At the moment I'm not adding any more things here because maybe in the future I have some idea what to do or what to add. I would like to have a few more things like interacting things, so you can, I don't know, make some mechanics. Maybe the thing that we need to do now is just putting some furniture inside to have this, I don't know. Well, initially everything is closed. If you are just playing, all the houses are closed, or should be. And as the game is progressing, you are just opening a few buildings, things like that. So this area is initially, or this should be closed by default. So I don't need to be worried about the furniture initially for every single building because you cannot go inside. So for that I'm also adding this reference. Okay. Blueprints, sublevel, that's working. I need to change this. This is a bad idea how I've been doing. I was doing in the past, it was fine, but not anymore. So put the reference here. I'm also planning to do areas and not everything all together. That's compiling. Okay, so let's tracking. Now the door should be closed if I did correct. Okay, door is locked. So by default all the houses are locked, and I don't need to be worried about being or arriving to some house that is, for example, empty. It's not a problem until you are doing something and then just opening there. So yeah, and I have debug keys to open all the doors when being closed. So what I'm doing is, let me see here, how much. Okay, so we can just add a few furniture here for this small house. I will do in interiors, not sure. Okay, at the moment I will do here, just I will move later in case this is not the way. So the first thing that I'm doing is just adding a bed. Oh, no. Adding a bed, and also I will add here small storage for that. This is a big one, but I can just change the model to something smaller, like for example here cupboard, small, and just this one is none. Okay. So I can just put something small, and you have the option to store things here or being already, because sometimes I'm just adding a few things on the storage that you can, let's say, find on the way that you are playing. So there's something like that. Plan to be also fire in the meter, so I need to put maybe a table someplace. So tables, furniture, messes, tables. We can put something nicer, and we can also change this one to the second model that we have, or using this. And then adding a few, I don't know, benches, chairs, and things like that. Well, this chair is fine. We can use this one. The rotation is not perfect, but that's fine. Since more realistic, you are not really aligning everything. Sometimes it's good to align, but not everything. This one, another one here. 1.25. Is this just being aligned? Yes, it is. And we can add also a few benches that you can really use, because the old thing are just messes and it's not possible to use them. This is just decoration for that, but we can add a few of them that you can really use. For example, this one. Oh, then in that case need to be interactive seat here, and then replace the model for bench 8. And we need also to block which side, if is possible only one side, but in that case it's not, so I will not block this. You can use both. Okay, and we need also to check, because sometimes just adding a few furniture, the thing is just the proxies are just blocking the player to walk around. So to be sure that you have still the option to walk, I need to check later for all the proxies. I want to put shelves now. This is one here. So just align here to the wall, and maybe that. And yeah, definitely shelves here. And we can put a few more smaller one here, another one here, and maybe a long bench that you can use. I will put here. That's fine, but I will also change the model not to have everything repeated. So I have few of them. For example, this one. That's fine. And what we'd like to do is just testing if everything is just being able to walk. Okay, so this one is working. I can just walk here. Oh, I could use also this one as interactive. As you can see, everything here is interactive. Okay, this one is also nothing here. Not this one. Yeah, I could just create this one also as interactive. And I need to put also a few things here as storage, a few things, and maybe even here another shelves, big one. Maybe the big one is too much. We are just it's too much. Okay, so let's add a couple of things smaller. Okay, And then this one, I was just planning to have this one as interactive, so for that what I'm doing is just replacing with seat, and here I'm just changing the model that I'm using, so it will be chair 1. I need also to be sure that it's just blocking the yeah, this part, and then just moving here. Oops, the opposite one. Okay, and also this one need to be blocking this one. Well, I have blockers here on the walls, the houses, to avoid just interacting with things that are inside of the houses, being from outside. But anyway, just as blocking in case that you are just here, almost there, and then for some reason you are just having this option also. So more or less this small part is already done. Maybe in the future we can add a few more furniture if we have something, and of course this fire, but the fire is here being controlled by the house, so you have like a switching on and off the lights or particles being inside, outside, closing, opening the door and things like that. So that's something that I'm not doing now, but just doing with the house. So we are missing is just adding furniture for this area also. And I think that more or less this small area is done, just missing only the gameplay that I'm just doing. I will also create a different mess for this one with a few variations to have something nicer here, not the same way that I have been using in another place. And more or less that's all. I mean, this area is almost done. Welcome back. The only thing that I was doing just was creating this small the interior of this house with the small furniture. Now Matthew has seen all of them because I have just repeating all of them. And I was also creating a small path in this area that is going to the to this track already. So the trail, you have also a few variations here. You can walk on this way also, and the rest is just done. So you have seen everything. So yeah, more or less I think this area is already done, and maybe tomorrow I will be working in completely different areas. If I can have a good manor house reference, I have found a few of them already. I will maybe start modeling tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. The floor is, in fact, it's just a texture paint together with the house to avoid being painting. But yeah, you're right. It need to be just or maybe using decals or just changing the texture. I was just using this one as default initially, but yeah, the texture is quite bad, so I need to replace this one to be, of course, just soil. But as you say, I could just even use on the shader, adding or just merging with any other texture to be dirt, like for example there's a rain or things like that. But you're right, yeah. So if I have a good reference, I will be modeling tomorrow this manor house. If not, maybe I will just try to find some of the gameplay that we are missing, or trying to add a few gameplay here with maybe NPCs and a few tasks for this guy just working here, farming and things like that. So yeah, I think that this is everything for today, and I will come tomorrow again streaming as usual every single day. Check all the links here that I have for social media and everything like that. Don't forget to follow if you want to be notified for all the streams that I'm doing. Same time, like 2 hours before the right time. I have also Discord. You have all the streaming on in the past from my YouTube channel if you want to check any other or the streaming that I was doing, or just check here on Twitter and Twitch that I'm just keeping the streaming, the last one that I'm doing. So let me check about if I'm just planning to send you to another streaming that is also interesting. And the thing is here, that's fine. Okay, this is streaming. It is. So yeah, so thank you everyone for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Hello everyone, welcome. That is not this is not joke. Welcome. You can ask interesting if you want. I can read and I can also answer. But the main thing that I'm doing is in English all the streaming. But if you have any problem or you don't understand any single thing, just you can ask in Spanish and I can just reply in Spanish. Si no entiendes inglés o alguna cosa no te queda clara, puedes preguntarme en español y te respondo en español. Pero si no, como la mayoría de la gente viene extranjeros, hablo en inglés. So, summarize what I was doing this week. I was just working on props. I was adding a lot of loads for all of them, so you can check the videos that I have in YouTube or the last videos on Twitch. I was just adding a few of them that I was just missing to improve a bit of the performance. Even in the future, I'm just planning to group all of them that they have the same shader and the same material, so it will be just reducing the dropouts I'm using. But at the moment I was just adding a few of them, and still I'm missing those tables and also this one. So the close